14 record attempts not recognized or wanted by Guinness Book of World Records. 14. Judging a book by its cover. The Guinness Book of World Records is known for capturing all kinds of records, from the most incredible to the most bizarre, but sometimes even your best ideas will get turned down. Record attempts have grown extensively in the Middle East, so much so that Guinness opened up an office in Dubai. Here, they get several requests for record attempts, sometimes even 3 a week. One request, though, was to build the largest underwater library. Guinness said it was too niche, as nobody would want to beat that record. 13. A catastrophic affair. In 1998, Cato the cat made a name for himself for being the biggest and fattest kitty in the world, breaking a long-standing record from Hammy the cat, who had to be transported in a wheelbarrow. Editors from Guinness World Records decided to put a stop to this category, as it seemed like people were actually overfeeding their pets to get them into the record books. 12. Stuffing your face. When Eddie Miller died in 2008 at the age of 89, he was known and recognized by Guinness Book of Records as the greatest trenchman of all time. Boy, did he love to eat. This made Eddie a celebrity who was known for sometimes eating everything on an entire menu. In the 1990s, Guinness stopped keeping track of these records as they felt they could not support any form of gluttony. 11. The luck of the Irish. I guess it is not a surprise that the world champion beer drinker hails from Ireland. Jack Keys could easily drink 36 pints in 1 hour. In 1977, a man by the name of Stephen Petrosino drank 1 liter of beer in 1.3 seconds. In 1996, they made the decision to drop all alcohol-related records. 10. On second thought, ignore number 11. Clearly, boozing is just too darn popular, and Guinness reintroduced alcohol-related records in 2008, with a bit of a twist. For example, the world's largest pub crawl, largest beer festival, largest beer bottle collection, the strongest beer in the world, and the longest working barman in the world, who, by the way, was Angelo Camerata. He poured his last pint at the age of 95 to end a successful career spanning 76 years. 9. A double-edged sword. It's no surprise that Guinness closed all records for sword swallowing in 1990. But when the new Guinness World Records primetime TV show made its debut in 1998, they swallowed their pride and reintroduced the record. The show accepted 3 sword-swallowing challenges. The current world record holder is Natasha Verishka, who successfully swallowed a 58-centimeter sword. 8. Keeping up with the Joneses. A wannabe record holder wanted to break the record for the most salmon lobbed at a road sign, something Guinness was clearly not interested in. They even went as far as replying to Mr. Jones, explaining that not only were they not interested in his silly record, they also knew his picture was photoshopped. Mr. Jones simply would not give up and tried to be a record holder for the biggest air guitar collection and being the world's most awesome man. Both requests were denied. 7. No tossing and turning here. Student Randy Gardner earned himself a Wikipedia page by being the first person to intentionally go without sleep for as long as possible. He stayed awake for 11 days and 25 minutes and was scientifically documented throughout the journey. Randy's experiment became widely known among researchers in sleep deprivation. According to reports, Randy's record has been broken numerous times, but Guinness no longer keeps any records of people who deprive themselves of sleep for the obvious health concerns. 6. Breaking the chain. Long before the digital era, where spam and hoax messages became the norm, people spent their time sending out chain letters, which became very popular in the 80s. The point was to send this letter to as many people as possible, or be doomed for all eternity if you didn't. Guinness World Records will have none of this nonsense and refuse to recognize any chain letter-related record attempt. Whether it is sent via snail mail or email, Guinness asks you to destroy it. Even if the letter bears their name, it's a hoax, and they want no part of it. 5. Nerves of steel. Frenchman Michel Lotita is the only person in the world who was able to provide proof of eating an entire coffin, handles and all. Please note that there was nobody inside it. However, by 1995, he had eaten nearly 9 tons of metal. including 18 bicycles, 7 TV sets, a light aircraft, and a computer. In 2011, Guinness thought it would be wise to discontinue all records of people consuming items not suitable for human consumption. 4. A dreadlock holiday. In 2010, Guinness decided to rest their longest dreadlock category due to the fact that it was just too difficult to determine the authenticity of the locks. After consulting with their own experts, they decided that the first title holder, Asha Mandela, would also be the last. 3. A clean bill of health. Motivational speaker Lizzie Velasquez holds the record for the skinniest person in the world. Now, before you think that Guinness Book of Records supports anorexia or promotes eating disorders, they don't. The only reason Lizzie was in the book is due to the fact that she suffers from a syndrome so rare that it is only shared by one other person in the entire world. 2. Don't call us, we'll call you. Imagine being offered a record by Guinness without ever asking for one. Rodrigo Alves, also known as the Human Ken doll, was offered the record for the most cosmetic procedures in the world with a current total of 51. This, however, caused quite the controversy, as doctors and psychologists accused Guinness of taking things a bit too far and not considering the long-term effects and overall mental well-being of a patient. Considering the fact that Alves cannot even breathe properly today, perhaps Guinness should ditch this record, and fast. 1. Does size really matter? What better way for a man to have bragging rights by holding the record for the world's biggest penis? Unfortunately for you, a penis search on the Guinness Book of Records website will not satisfy your needs. You will, however, be given information such as the oldest fossilized penis discovered, disappointed. Well, so is Roberto Cabrera, who wants Guinness to recognize his 18.9-inch penis as the largest in the world. Cabrera, who would like a career as a porn star, really wanted to have his name in the record book. However, Guinness have more of a medical approach to issues down under and will not accept any entries from the public. Have you ever wanted to break a Guinness World Record? Tell us about it in the comment section below. And subscribe to our channel for more great videos just like this. Thanks for watching.